Alright guys, I think it's about that time. Hey, welcome back to another Vozzy video. As you can see, I'm Vozzy, and today we're going to be talking about why you suck at Call of Duty. Now, let me preface this. You may not suck per se, but why you're not that good. If your KD is below anything, if it's anything lower than at least, I would say, an average player, a decent player, at least a 1.3 to 1.4, you suck at the game. I'm sorry, like you're not that good. Like if you're just like, if you're barely scraping the 1.0 range, you're not that good. If you're negative, you really need this. Now, I'm not trying to call you guys out specifically. I'm just saying that's not a bad thing. You can always get better. You can always do better. That's how I'm getting better. I started the game off at a 1.2. I've been slowly bringing it up. I'm at 1.62 now. I'm trying to get to a 2.0. I've learned a lot. I have almost 6 days on the game, and my win-loss has also gone up positively because of these things I've been implementing. So if you guys would care to just sit here, enjoy some content, you know, get a little glass of water, get some soda, grab some popcorn, I can help you guys out a little bit. So let's hop right into this video right now. I'm just going to have I don't know what part of the screen I'm gonna have this on, but I'm gonna just have some random gameplay going on. That way you can have some type of visuals while we talk here for a minute. I'm gonna try to get straight to the point. I don't want to make this video 12, 15, 20 minutes like most YouTubers try to do to get that ad revenue, because between you and me, YouTube's not paying me anyway. So to start off, let me get this straight out of the way. You guys have heard this a million times, but you don't understand how important this is, and that's to find your sensitivity. Now, a lot of people go about talking about sensitivity in a little bit of a weird way. They just say, play around with sensitivities, do this, do that, and then you'll find your perfect sensitivity. That's not how that works. If you want to find your perfect sensitivity, it's going to take a minute. Changing your sensitivity every 2 hours, every day, every 3 days, I'm sorry, that's not going to cut it. A way to find out that you initially need to change your sensitivity is, I call this the around the corner test. So this is what you're going to do. You're in Call of Duty. Let's say you're on shoot house. You're going left side from, what was that? C flag, all right? Left side C flag. You're going around the crates, and you're about to jump around that corner where people usually head glitch, okay? If you jump around a corner like that and you see a target and you start shooting at them, there are two things that will happen. There is one, you'll instantly snap onto them. If you instantly snap onto that person and you kill them, your sensitivity is fine. Your sensitivity is good. Now, second thing that could happen, you jump around that corner, you see someone, you start shooting, and you can't compensate for the jumping momentum that you have, and also you stopping right there. So if you see them, let's say they're right in front of you, but you keep moving and your aim keeps going right everywhere and you're wasting bullets. Let's say you wasted 30 bullets just trying to shoot someone because you're trying to compensate and you're moving around and you keep overestimating, you keep overdoing it. Guess what? You need a different sensitivity because that sensitivity is too fast for you. On the flip side, if you're trying to do it but you're moving around too slow, sensitivity is too slow. What I recommend is, I'm a PC player, let me mind you. So on console, it may be a little different, but on PC, I play with 8 sensitivity in game, and I play with 1600 DPI. On console, you have, from 1 to 15 sensitivity, horizontal and vertical. So what I say is, if you're overshooting, what I'd recommend is bring it down 1 to 2 points, and this is the crucial part. Use it for a week. You need to use it for a week. If you use it and you just automatically know that it's just too slow or it's too fast just right off the rip, then okay, change it. Slightly adjust it. Slight adjustment. So for me, if 8's too fast for me, I'll adjust it to 7.2 or to a 7, and I'll try that for a week and see how it goes. This is the issue where people switch their sensitivity and then a day later they switch it to something else, or they increase it by too much, or they decrease it by too little, or they do this and that. You never truly find your perfect sensitivity, and that is a huge issue. So 1, fix your sensitivity. Now 2, I don't really know how many people have issues with this, but I had an issue with this when I first came into the game. It's your movement. you need to fix your movement in the game. And what I mean by fixing your movement in the game is you need to be able to slide around corners, you need to be able to drop shot, you need to be able to jump shot, you need to be able to slide cancel, you need to learn how to strafe, you need different movement abilities. People who just run around corners, stand still once they see someone and shoot and hope they kill the person, versus someone who has better movement, who's jumping around, doing bunny hops, who's dolphin diving, who's doing drop shots, who's strafing, things like that. Those are two different levels of players. This player who has movement is much higher than the player who's not moving and will get higher kill gameplays. So there is just slight movement mechanics in the game that you're going to have to learn, and I suggest you learn them very fast, because if you need to learn movement in this game. Even if your aim is bad, if you have excellent movement, that will already boost you up. But you need these two in tandem together to truly be a great player, or to at least increase your KD and not be, you know, the sucky or just flat out bad on the teams or in the game in general. So number 2, you need to work on your movement. You need to practice, go into custom games, learn how to slide cancel, set up some bots, jump around corners, shoot people, practice, you know, strafing. Do what you need to do in order to learn how to do these movement mechanics. If you guys want me to do a demonstration of movement mechanics or show you a demonstration of good sensitivity, leave a comment down below and I'll try to get to it. I'll make a video about it to help you guys out. So those are the very basics, and those are the bare bone basics of what you can do to get better. If that's all you wanted, thank you for being here. I enjoyed you. We're about to get into a little more technical things that will fine-tune your gameplay and that will actually help you in future Call of Duty games. This will be applied into every Call of Duty game, almost every shooter that you play. Most shooters, some shooters are, not all shooters are created equal. So here's a new step. 3, watch your back. What I mean by this is, let's say you're holding a choke point. Let's say you're holding the hard point. All right. Let's say you're watching the hard point. You're watching from a window. You're sniping. You're shooting. You're camping. Camping, that's not the point of this, but let's say you're doing that. You're shooting. Your team has been spawning behind you since the beginning of the map. Hard point center, enemy team spawning over, and you've been shooting at them. Cool. The hard point moves. You're still in that window. You're seeing a few people less and less, but guess what? Your team's moved. Your team's rotated, and you don't see anyone behind you. You can see all your friendlies in the distance, top right corner of your screen, but nothing's behind you in terms of friendlies. Guess what you're not doing? You're not rotating. You're not leaving when it's the right time to leave. What you're doing wrong is you're not watching your back. You're not making sure that your back's covered. Next thing you know, someone comes up the stairs, they assassinate you, they shoot you because you're not rotating, you're not watching behind you, you're not paying attention. This also goes into map awareness. You need to pay attention to your map. The mini-map is some of the most important things that you can ever have in a shooting game. The reason why it's so important is if you shoot and the enemy shoots, you can see each other on the map. If you can see a specific enemy on the map, guess what? That gives you a future idea of their current position and where they might be able to go. And beyond that, you can also somewhat tell where the enemy team may be spawning and where they may be in tandem to where that enemy soldier is. Now, if the enemy's in your spawn, the enemy's not going to be spawning over there. Your teammates are just getting killed. They're getting clapped. I'm sorry, but that's not, they're just getting killed back there. But if you see someone shoot off a bullet in a general direction where you don't see many teammates or any teammates, you can assume that he came from a spawn that's either right there or around that area, and you can start doing micro movements or you can start rotating to that area. Map awareness is very important. Now, I understand there are perks like Ghost, and they have things like suppressors in the game. And things like that, that will be a little more difficult, but that is why I said one person needs to shoot. That's all you need, and then you have a general location of where the enemy team is. One other thing when it comes to map awareness, mini-map awareness, things like that, is focus on your teammates. Focus on their deaths, focus on where they're getting kills, focus on where you guys are spawning, focus on where the next objective is. If there's no objective, cut that part out. If you just play TDM, kill confirmed, things like that, don't worry about the objective. Figure out where you guys are spawning, where you guys are dying, where they're shooting, where they're walking, where they're going. Now, I'm not saying you have to look at this all the time, but just take a quick glance, see where people are, make a mental note of that, figure out where they are. And if you want to get kills, this is one of the biggest tips I can give you. If you want to get kills, you want to be better, do not follow your team. This is for people, this whole video is for people who want to get kills, who want to raise their KD, their win-loss, and they want to get better in general at the game. I hate to say it, you're not going to get better at the game if you play the objective all the time. You can't play the objective all the time. That's just a fact. You can't do it all the time if you want to be better at the game. You'll be the best OBJ. Cool. But that won't, if you're satisfied with that, more power to you. Not going to complain about that, not going to knock you for it. Good for you. Keep it going. Keep it good. But if you're here and you want to be and if you want to be an actual good player who can kill people, who can keep it going, you can't play the objective all the time. I'm sorry. You need to diverge from your team, go around the enemy team, try to get kills from their back line, try to get kills where they least expect you, choke points to where the enemy team is going to try to push that corridor, push that hallway, push that vehicle, wherever it is, and choke them, like kill them, capture that choke point, get them. If you're constantly playing the objective, you're constantly around the objective, on the objective, you're not going to get many kills unless you're just already good, in which case you want to be watching this video. What you need to do is you need to kind of get away from the objective, move around the map, and play around the objective, not on the objective. That's one of the biggest tips I can give you if you want to be better at this game. Another thing that I can give you is camping isn't necessarily bad. To kind of go with this, just because you camp doesn't mean you're bad at the game. There's strategic camping. So let's say, again, let's use shoot house for another example. Let's say you're at the very top of that second story building, again on Seaside, and you're holding that window and you're shooting down, killing people coming from the underpass. You kill them 3 times. And they know exactly where your position is, and you rotate positions to get another advantageous position to kill them. Maybe a different window, maybe you go underneath, maybe you watch stairway, that way they can't get the jump on you. Camping is lame if you just sit on the ground with an LMG thermal throwing smokes and you're just shooting down corridor the entire time. If you like doing that, again, go do it. I hate you, don't respect it, but it's your game, you bought it. If you enjoy doing that, go ahead, man, whatever. But there's strategic camping that can instantly help you play better. You just need to figure out how many people you should kill before they know where you are and where you should rotate next. That way you can catch them off guard again. So those few tips that I gave you guys, you can alter it to fit your specific situation. Let me say, you can alter it to fit this, to fit that, all this. I wasn't really going to tell you guys how to necessarily kill people, how to shoot, how to aim, best guns to use. That's not me. If you guys want me to make videos about how to shoot, how to aim, the best guns to use for getting better, for getting kill streaks, for being better at the game, in that regard, I can make more videos about that. Just tell me in the comments once more. But this is just pretty much to tell you the bare bones, like what you need to start right now in order to start getting better at the game instantly, how to get better tomorrow, how to start not sucking all the time. That's what this whole video is about. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to give you guys a few tips. I just wanted to help you guys. I just wanted to make sure that you guys knew what was up from my experience, from my learnings that I've done within Call of Duty, from what I've seen and with my own experience. So that's pretty much it for the video, guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment down below if you guys want to see any more videos revolved around this specific topic, because I will be glad to do it anytime. And if you truly enjoy my content, please consider subscribing to the channel. I am very happy that you guys decided to sit down and watch this video. Very happy you guys decided to use some of your precious time to spend it with me and watching this video and learning a thing or two. Really hope you guys have a good day. I'm very appreciative towards you, and I'll see you guys in the next YouTube video. Peace out, guys.